Today, we have a reading for you about somebody who I feel like this would be a romantic interest of yours, and I feel like they don't want to be honest with you about who they have previously dated or been physical with. So, this is somebody who's a little bit quiet or embarrassed about who they've been with before. And there is also a caution here that makes me feel like it's really important for you to discuss your health or how you approach physical intimacy, because this could be somebody who has a different opinion or somebody who is holding something back, knowing that it might be frustrating for you. For example, if they don't want to admit that they had previously gone out with your best friend or your sibling. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. You can find it in the description box along with more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. The description box, you can also find a link to my Etsy shop if you're interested in a homemade soy candle. Let's dive in. I think we will start with, we're going to start with the Meta Muse. What else do we have? Six of Cups, the Sun, and the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone who has dated someone you know well. It's not just like, you know, Tom from accounting or Kelly up the street. This is like someone that you're close to. And I don't feel like it would have been a long-term relationship. I feel like it would have been rather fleeting, maybe just like a couple weeks. But you don't know about it, and this person who is interested in you now, they're nervous that if they're honest about the fact that they had dated this person before you, that you would no longer be interested in them. So it's not necessarily like a good idea to, on a first date, ask for like a comprehensive list of everybody that they've been with. But I do feel like there is a question or a conversation that does need to happen between the two of you. And you may notice some like holding back or discomfort when they talk to you about, you know, who they know, what they've been up to, whether or not they recognize you or know you from anything. Hello, Raphael. How are you doing today? But this is somebody who may have some unfinished business or may have dated somebody that you are close to, and then it might get a little bit uncomfortable. So we have the Hierophant and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Please be cautious and know who you are getting involved with, especially if you are considering getting intimate with this person. I feel like you would have maybe some regrets if you didn't have this conversation first. I'm glad to hear it, Raphael. What else do we have? Nine of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Prince of Swords. Your intuition is telling you that this is somebody who's keeping a secret from you. You're picking up on something being a little bit not quite right. So ask about it. Have a conversation about it. With the Knight of Swords, I do feel like there's a risk here that you might end up having an uncomfortable argument, or maybe even go no contact with somebody if this isn't talked about. Hello, Third Eye. You don't like it? I think it's pretty funny. It says 1-800-GHOST-FACE. Charges apply. But what's up? Hello, Steven. How are we doing? Hello, Nilufar, I hope I'm saying your name right. You can put your question in a super chat and I do personal questions after the general reading. So that would be how to get on the list if you'd like me to pull some cards for you. Hello, Zoe. Hello, Nahal. How are you doing? Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Oh, no. Okay, so for some of you, this is just like, it would be awkward to find out that you and your brother or you and your sister, you know, dated the same person. But for others of you, it goes beyond that, and it's more so that I miss this person that I briefly dated or, you know, was intimate with. And if I go out on a date with you, maybe I can make them jealous. Maybe I can make them think about me, right? So this is why the conversation is so important, right? Because I think you already can tell that there's something a little bit off about this situation. And the Ace of Swords slipped over and was hiding in the middle of the deck there. So do what you can to have an understanding. You know, hey, you look familiar. Is there anything that would have, like, you know, potentially brought us together in the same place before? Or, you know, do you know any of the people that I tend to hang out with? Have you met my sibling? You don't want to be too creepy about it, right? But I do feel like this is going to save you some headaches down the road if you can bring up that conversation. Hello, Bobby. How are you doing? No free readings today, more likely, because we do have, at a certain point, I'll be hitting 25,000 subscribers, and I'm going to do free readings on a live stream at that point. I don't really remember how I got an interest in it, to be honest, but I've always loved art. So we have the sun. We had that earlier in the reading too. This information is going to come out. So even if you ignore this thing that feels off, even if you don't ask these questions, it's going to eventually be made known, probably because you'll talk about what's going on with your social life with this person that they had been with before, and then it's going to feel like you're doing this just to kind of like get under their skin or irritate them. But again, there could be, for some of you, an ulterior motive here. Someone who's trying to date you to get close to the person that ghosted them, or the person who ended things that you might be a close friend to or even related to. Because we do have this Magician in the reverse. I feel like they're either well aware that you wouldn't give them the time of day if you knew that they had already dated someone in your social circle, or they feel like getting close to you is going to help them get information on the person that they miss and maybe even be able to get back together with them. Neither of those equations or situations are very desirable for your love life. So that's why this reading is coming through. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ten of Wands. Wow, Ace of Swords in the reverse, clarifying the Ace of Swords. For some of you, I think even if you ask them straight up, like, why do I recognize you? They might lie. You might need to do just a little bit of research, or you might need to see if you have anybody in common on social media. You might need to talk to your friends and family about this new person. Like, hey, do you know this person? There's something here that's telling me that maybe, like, I've run into them before, but I can't figure it out. And then that might help you avoid a little bit of chaos, right? Hello, B or Beetle. How are you doing? Three of Cups, Six of Cups, and the Star. More and more, this is looking like somebody who's deliberately seeking you out because they know it might get awkward. Because they know that you are friends with somebody that they used to hang out with. Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Okay. You might get involved in somebody's plot. You might be like the unwitting participant in their efforts to make someone jealous or in their efforts to try to get close to this person again. They might be fully aware of your connection to somebody else that they have dated. I just answered that, Eric, if you want to rewind a little bit. Hello, Chloe. Hello, Kit. How are you doing? Well, welcome, Demon. I hope you get nice and comfortable. I don't know. I hope it's not too hot for you. Kit, if I could ask you to use a few lowercase letters as well. I don't want to be yelled at. Hello to, how you doing today? Por favor. Can we not be yelling, please, Kit? Hello, Esoteric. How are you doing? Hello, Zach. So we've got somebody here who basically is leveraging their looks and hoping that they can navigate their way through a social group. And I think it's either to get somebody to be jealous or to try to get some information on why this person is no longer interested in them. And I don't think you want to be a part of that. I don't think you want to be a part of their little plot. 10 of Wands in the reverse and the World. I did not, but that's funny. Nah, you're all right, Kit. I'm doing well. Thank you, too. Hello, Mark. Are you back from Miami? How was it? Hello, Kadu. I hope you're having a good day. So you have this opportunity to have this conversation with the person who's interested in you romantically and uncover what their real motivations are or what it is that they might be hiding from you. It's not easy, but if you do that, then you can avoid some drama because this is somebody who's looking to start something or doesn't take seriously how uncomfortable it might be if you were to find out that this person dated like your brother or sister, right? So we have Temperance and the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. You can walk away before things even get crazy. But I think this is someone who is a little bit obsessed with somebody that is close to you. So if they're not even really interested in you for who you are, then there's really nothing that you have to lose by cutting off that connection. Hey, Demon, I'm going to put you in a little timeout. I'm not here to talk about that. And if that's all you got going on, you might want to go find a different channel. Hello, Chris Ann. How are you doing? Or is it just Chris that you want me to call you? Thank you for the star. Cody, please be respectful or we'll boot you out, okay? So we've got the 6 of Swords. You have an opportunity. It's an exit ramp. You can cut things off. You can have this conversation, uncover the hidden connection, and therefore, knowing that secret, you can avoid some drama, right? You can avoid some things getting out of hand. But this looks to me like somebody who has maybe even like created a new account or told you a false name or told you that they just moved to the neighborhood when in reality they've been here for years, but they're holding on to this secret in hopes that you don't figure out what their real motivations are. Wah, 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 wah. But there is a clue here. They are not like the best at whatever shenanigans they're trying to do. You might see a picture of your friend or sibling in this person's like social media or like in their car. You may hear that they used to work somewhere, that your best friend used to work. That's your cue. That's when you need to dive in for a little bit more information and make sure that you're not dealing with somebody who is a little bit unhinged. Thank you for subscribing, Sparkle. I appreciate it. Hello, Balance. What's up? Hello, Divine Earth Angel. This is what I do for a living, Raphael. Right here. So we have the magnifying glass and the child. So if you look closely, if you investigate a little bit more into this person, you may realize that they've been dishonest with you about some sort of past situation or new beginning. Or you may find out that this is somebody who is being a bit childish. This is somebody who feels like maybe they can get what they want if they go incognito or if they're not fully honest with you about their past. But your intuition is strong. You can figure out what it is that's going on here by following that intuition and having some conversations about it. But this is someone who wants to figure out, why did that relationship end, right? Why did that person ghost me? And they feel like you are the conduit that can get them that information. Hello, Dracula. How are you doing? So, caution. This is someone that is pursuing you or is interested in a date because they feel like they can get where they want or get information from a person that they want. And I don't think you really want to be involved. This is the Dragon's Tarot. What else do we have? Ten of Pentacles in the reverse and the Six of Swords. So they might be a little bit obvious about not wanting a long-term relationship. If you're okay with more of a short-term connection, you got to do you, make your own decisions. But you, I think for most of you, this is basically somebody who you can pick up on not having long-term intentions. And that's a really great way to avoid the drama that this person's trying to start. For others of you, this is just saying it's a good idea to maybe brush up on some of your skills regarding conversations and health pertaining to physical intimacy. For some of you, it's as simple as asking, like, when was the most recent time you got busy? Or just, for the love of God, just like make sure you have this conversation before you get intimate with this person. I feel like it would just start so much drama. And we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. It could even, for some of you, result in someone going no contact with you if they think that you did this on purpose. The Infanta or the Child, which is the Page of Wands in the reverse, and the Three of Swords. It really does feel to me like this is somebody who wants to get back at a person who ghosted them, someone that they were previously dating, and they feel like if they're able to sleep with you, that they can return the favor or get somebody back, make somebody upset, right? Hey Mood, I'm doing a reading right now. I'm not here to talk about maps, but I'm happy that you graduated. Congratulations. It was your favorite Sesame Street character? No Bert? No Ernie? How about Oscar? So we have the Lovers. The Lovers and the King of Wands in the reverse, a perfect combination. Yo, this is absolutely like revenge smecks. This is somebody who wants to sleep with you in order to get back at somebody else, in order to make them jealous, or in order to get some information on them. I really don't feel like you should involve yourself. I know, I'm starting to sound bossy, but this is messy. This is not worth it. We have the Chariot and the Two of Swords. You have an exit ramp. You have an opportunity where something doesn't sound right, or this person slips up and admits that they know, your friend, or they used to work with them. Oh, okay. So do you know so-and-so? Or have you ever, met this person? That's your cue. And then you can get out and not have to deal with this. LOL, third eye. We have Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, or the Ten of Chalices. This person's obsessed or like in love with this person that you're connected to. And this is a strategy that they feel they can employ in order to get back towards that person that they still are obsessed with. We have the Two of Chalices, or the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So they still want more, but your sibling or your best friend, whoever this is, has blocked them. Has said, no, I'm good, thank you. I'd rather be on my own, or I'm not interested in a long-term relationship. Leave me alone, please. And this is someone who's like, leave you alone? Psh, never. I don't want to. That's not fun. What else do we have? This is the Situations deck. Yeah, see, someone here got ghosted and they feel like they can date you in order to get close, in order to have some sort of reconciliation. They looked you up online. They found out that you're connected to this person. And maybe it's a strange way of how you even encountered this person. Like they just randomly messaged you on a social media and you're like, how did you even find my account? They're hoping to have some reconciliation with somebody close to you. I don't know, man. That's a strange way to go about it. But they're convinced that your friend or your sibling is just in denial. Like, of course you love me. Of course you still want to talk to me. Especially if I, like, sleep with your best friend. The problem is your friend or your sibling is not interested in a long-term relationship. So they've got someone who's obsessed with them, someone who feels like they can find a way back to communicate with this person if they use you. So they're interested in some sort of physical relationship with you in order to get access to the person who basically blocked them or locked them out of their life. You don't want to be that conduit. Hello, Luke. How are you doing? Thank you. Snuffleupagus? Yeah, who could deny that? All right, we need some Overthinker's Oracle, right? Yeah. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole, okay? There's just so much drama here, and it's going to be frustrating for you to find out what this person's true motivations are, but it's also going to be irritating trying to explain how you didn't know to your friend or your sibling. We have, I have so many regrets and dark attachment. This is someone who has negative energy or spiritual blockages, which is reason enough in itself to not get involved with them, even if they weren't obsessed with your friend. And they're over here because they want to tell somebody, please don't go. Wait for me. Don't you still want me? But the person that they're obsessed with, who you're connected to, they're not interested in a commitment. They're hiding the feelings they have for this person while they pursue you. It is very specific. I hope work goes well for you, Luke. What else do we have? Okay, so this individual may be trying to have physical intimacy with someone in order to be able to do some magic. They want to make your friend or your sibling change their mind and pursue commitment with them. This is so messed up. So basically, for those of you that don't know, you can use a moment of passion as like manifestation or magic. So they're trying to get busy with you in order to leverage that type of magic to get somebody else to want to commit to them. That's a doozy. I don't even know. Wow. I cannot say this enough. You do not want to get involved with this person. I hope I can reach you before it's too late. You have good karma. You don't need to be getting involved with this person. They have dark attachments. They could block your good karma. But they're trying to use you to get to somebody else. I don't think I have, but I feel like I have listened to RHCP. I'm going to look it up. Let me write it down. For those of you that can't see the live chat, Third Eye is recommending RHCP Dark Necessities. All right, I have written it down. I will report back. Broken promises. I'm trying to get to this person because they made me a promise and then they broke that promise. I told you, they're obsessed. I mean, I guess the bright side is they're not obsessed with you, but they feel like they can use you to get what they want. They're trying to make this friend of yours jealous. They feel like pride and ego has gotten in the way, but they feel like they can manipulate this person to get that same energy. I don't want to be away from you. Awkward. Very awkward. Okay. This is the Spellcasters Tarot, since apparently we have somebody who's trying to use spells. Oh, why did I think there was a band? Who am I thinking of? There's a band who, it's not like an abbreviation. Those are just the letters of the band name. I'm going to have to look through that and tell you. Hello, Rachel. How are you doing this morning? Oh, that's going to bother me. It's in my liked playlist. I can find it. But there's somebody else that I'm confusing them for. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Selfish energy. Seven of Pentacles. I'll invest with you if it enables me to gain access to somebody who ghosted me. Or I'll invest with you because it'll help me to do this magic that I want to do on somebody else. But I want to make them obsessed with me because they're a player and they, you know, just walked away. So this Hierophant covers the face, and I feel like this is because it doesn't matter who you are to this person. You are just a route to get to the person they want to be with, and that's not fair to you at all. It's like, okay, I just need to find a way to get access to this person that I miss. You happen to be friends with them, or you happen to be their roommate. I'll sleep with you. And then I can find a way to get that person back. What a weird plan. Knight of Cups and the reverse. I don't think it's going to work. What? That's crazy, Carmen. Why wouldn't it work? Partly because I think you're going to figure this person out before they're able to carry out their plan. So make sure you do that. And partly because I feel like this person they're obsessed with, your friend or your sibling, has already started dating somebody new. But I want you to have this conversation. It's important to talk to this person about who they know, or, you know, hey, you look a little bit familiar. Is there a reason for that? Have you ever worked with this person, or maybe you dated that person? They might not tell you the truth, but I think you'd pick up on some awkwardness where they're like, ew, of course not. What? No, you're silly. Hello, CTF. How are we doing? Hello, Miss Maples. What's up? We have like a little bit of a weird reading today, y'all. Ooh, I just dropped some cards. Come back. So with the Hanged Man in the reverse, someone who is stubborn and doesn't want to admit that they're obsessed with a person who doesn't want them. They're willing to do what it takes to get back in front of this person. And you are the conduit. You're the way that they plan to get back in front of this person they're obsessed with. Because they feel like they can do some magic and end up in a relationship with your friend or your sibling. Oh, Lord. Hello, Zyke. How are you doing? What else do we have? The Emperor and the Six of Wands. So you, my friend, you have the ability to nope right out of this situation through a little bit of conversation. So even though it might feel a little bit awkward, go ahead, muster up that courage. I feel like you're going to be able to figure out what this person's up to, or figure out how you recognize them or how they know you. And then you can avoid all of this drama. But this is someone who's obsessed with your friend. Nice. I'm well, thank you. Ten of Swords in the reverse, King of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. They're wanting somebody else. They're dealing with two people here, right? But they're actually thinking about getting to someone who has blocked them, or somebody who is no longer interested. They don't want to accept that this connection is over. So don't get involved. Ask the important questions. You can avoid it altogether. All right, y'all. This is some weird energy. I'm going to sage and leave it there. But thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. And thank you for hyping the video if you're able to. I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.